Hey, what's going on guys? Acer and John here, and today we're going to be going over the This Week at Bungie for September 2nd, 2021. But before we jump into it, I asked if you want to keep up to date on all Destiny 2 news, information, links, tutorials, and more, there you go, and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, let's jump into it. So I guess starting off in the reminders department, there isn't really much here other than Iron Banner is live, as well as 2 times Crucible reputation. Also, Mayhem is the weekly featured Crucible mode, so even if you're not a Crucible fan, but you have Crucible stuff that you need / want to do, seems like this week is the week to do it. Moving on into Twab, we have an update on the charity event that Bungie was doing. I'm pretty sure it's now over. Anyways, Bungie goes on to state that they raised over $200,000 in direct donations. And as a little reminder here, if you did end up donating to any of the 3 different emblem sources, make sure you check your email on Thursday, September 9th, because that's when emblem codes are going out. And for anyone that pre-ordered the shirt, apparently it's going to take approximately 4 to 6 weeks after you place your pre-order. Next up into Twab, there was an update for Lorentz driver and the brand new Iron Banner weapons that actually just came out a couple of hours ago. First up with Lorentz driver, today in the recent update, they actually made it so the whole wall hacks thing, where you get basically free wall hacks for no reason at all, because that's just how the main perk works. Apparently they have removed the wall hacks in PvP. Wall hacks still exist in PvE, but not in PvP. Hopefully this should tune down the usage in PvP. I think my main problem with Lorentz driver mainly comes from the fact that it's a linear fusion rifle, so it has ridiculous aim assist and bullet magnetism, and then on top of that it creates the whole sucky black hole thing, which can one-hit kill sometimes for some reason. Yeah, I think I'll put a pin in it there because that's an entire video in itself. But moving on to the Iron Banner weapons, yeah, for some reason Bungie thought it was a good idea to release the 2 brand new Iron Banner weapons this season without Iron Banner exclusive perks. If you're wondering, the Peace Bond Stasis Sidearm can now roll with Iron Reach, and the Forge's Pledge Adaptive Solar Pulse Rifle can now roll with Iron Grip. Moving on to the final bit of the Twab with the player support team report. First up, we had hotfix 3.3.0.1 go live today at reset. I'm not going to read this out because there is a ridiculous amount of issues that got fixed. I'll say one of the highlights was that crossplay voice chat got enabled, so if you've been waiting for that, you should be able to do that now. And then lastly, in terms of known issues, there's an ungodly long list. So again, out of this video not being boring, I'm not going to read this out. With that being said, that brings us to the movies and the artists of the week. If you like to view those, it will be in the Twab, linked in the description down below. Next up, before we close out this video, I'd like to go over a couple little bit of pieces of bonus news here. First up, I actually noticed, I think this is on the Bungie website, that a official description of what's in the 30th anniversary pack was released. They say there's going to be a new dungeon, which we know, Gjallarhorn exotic rocket launcher, which we know, but we didn't know that it's also going to get a catalyst and an ornament. Hopefully it's the Iron Gjallarhorn as the ornament. I think that'd be a pretty neat callback to Rise of Iron. New weapons inspired by past Bungie worlds. So far we only know about the Claymore sword from the game Myth that Bungie made a long time ago. Obviously there's the Thorn armor set that's going to be featured in the new dungeon, which should be on screen now if you somehow have not seen this armor set yet. Definitely going to be saving some transmog tokens for that. And then also in this pack you're going to get a Bungie streetwear themed ornament set, which I just like to briefly point out, each of the 3 classes in the streetwear ornament set all have something from Halo, which is interesting because so far we have not seen a single piece of Halo content. I know recently by leakers they said that Halo content has been canceled or delayed. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. Anyways, I don't think you can see this at all really, but on the Warlock there, on his right arm, there's actually some Arbiter looking armor. Now on the Titan, on the right shoulder pad, there is a Needler looking thing going on there. And then lastly, this one's a bit of a stretch, but the Hunter mask that he's got on is kind of similar to a Grunt mask from Halo. Bit of a stretch, but if you look at it long enough, it kind of looks like it. Also in this 30th anniversary pack, we're going to have a Marathon theme set. That's another Bungie made game that they made a long time ago. I never played Marathon because it was before my time, but as you can see, apparently it's based off some of the enemies in Marathon, apparently. Like I said, I've never played it, so I have no clue. I do have to say that Titan set looks pretty good there on the right. Next up in the pack, apparently there's going to be a unique helmet ornament. Whatever that means, I have no clue what that means, or what it could be based off of. They have not showed anything. Next up in the pack, apparently there's going to be some exotic sparrows. They showed off one of the sparrows, and it looks like an extremely scuffed version of the Gallerwing from Destiny 1. Also in this pack, there's apparently going to be an exotic ship, some emblems, shaders, emotes, and more. And finally, at least according to the Microsoft Store, apparently this 30th anniversary pack is going to be releasing on December 7th. Which is cool because it seems like by that point, I think we'll be around week 15 of season 15. So pretty much the season should feel pretty dry at that point, and that should be enough moisture to flick onto Destiny to keep it alive till Witch Queen, maybe not. Kind of depends what's all in that pack. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for all the news, at least I know for the moment. I know there has been a lot of interviews with the game director Joe Blackburn recently, but in my opinion, there hasn't been that much interesting stuff to come out of it, just sort of repeating information we've already covered. So I guess I'm gonna leave it out there. Let me know your thoughts on the 30th anniversary pack down below. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give a like. If you want to keep up to date on this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.